What made me want to become a judge? So I wanted to be a lawyer when I was about 9 years old. And my first job as a law student was in Toledo Municipal Court, and I had a case where a girl was in custody and she was special needs. And Phyllis, as you know, I have a sister who had Down syndrome, and so this girl had special needs and she was in custody, and I was really upset about it. And what had happened was someone had been mean to her and she hit them. And I thought that this jail is no place for this girl. She does not understand what's going on and she should not be here. And the judge that was on the bench at the time was so wonderful. He said, listen, he said, Lori, I cannot let this girl out. She has no place to go. But if you can find a place, I will stay. I won't take my lunch. I will let you look into it and get her a place to go. So the attorney I was working with, we went around, we found a place for her to be released to, and we got her out as quick as we could. And just that judge waiting, I thought, what a powerful and wonderful thing that was. That's the first time that I thought I might want to do that someday. So to become a judge, first off, you have to be a lawyer, a certified licensed attorney for 6 years before you can run for judge. So then what happens is it's not even just easy as that. Then you have to, usually you affiliate with one of the parties, you ask for their endorsement, you get petitions filed, and then you have to run a campaign just like you would for any politician, like president or anything else. Legal process is a really big concept. But basically it means all the procedures that are used in court to enforce laws. That's basically what the process is. As a judge, I don't make any decisions about guilty or innocent unless they try the case to me. Somebody who's charged with a crime can decide. They can be tried by a jury of 12 of their peers, okay? But when that happens, all I'm there to do is make sure everything goes orderly and that no one does anything that they're not supposed to do. For every judge, that's a little bit different, but basically what it comes down to is listening. You have to listen to both sides. You can't make a good judgment if you're only listening to one side. So you have to listen to both sides. You have to know the law, and if you don't know the law right when they're asking the question, then you need to take a step back as a judge and look into the law and so you can make the right decision. So basically what we do is we have a list of lawyers who are on our court appointed list. What I do is I make sure they're qualified to do the type of case. So it's not qualities, it's experience. That's the biggest thing is them getting experience and them knowing the law. And I look for somebody like me that makes sure they do the right preparation and the right research. Right now, I have about 51 criminal cases in front of me. That's total. I see different ones each week. I have 250 civil cases right now. And so that's the easiest way to tell you. Each week, I have what I call a docket. And so that I usually see somewhere between 20 and 30 of my criminal cases on those days. My civil cases are just different days of the week. I will deal with different civil cases. I love what I do. I was an attorney I practiced for 24 years, 23 of that as a prosecutor. And it's nice to now not be part of the arguing part. It's part of the deciding part. So generally, I come in. If it's a Monday and we have a trial, we start trial and then the trial goes as many days. If we're not in trial, we weren't in trial this week. Generally what I'm doing is when we're not in court, I have to sign orders. I have motions. The other times when I don't have a lot to do, each week the Supreme Court of Ohio comes out with a snapshot of all the cases that are decided all around the state. And I try to review those every week so I can keep up on the law. Sometimes I have people that speak out. So when I'm up here, right, and we're doing a docket, there's people out. We talked about how the jury sits over there, right? So my jurors are there, but if I'm not in a jury trial and I'm in that docket, the public sits out there. And so keeping this place under order is really important. So we usually have deputies, like about 4 of them here. And that's part of keeping order in here.
I wanted to, because I was really good best friends with her sister, Michelle, Mimi. I knew her for a long time, and I wanted to see what the courthouse